Okay, so for today, I'm doing like a little yarn stash tour thing. I told myself I would do this at some point as like an actual video, not just a short. So this is where I keep my yarn. So yeah, I'll just kind of go through what I have. I'm really big on like being sustainable with my yarn and using like thrifted yarn. I get a lot of stuff for free. I will buy like bundles from Facebook Marketplace, and I take a lot of stuff apart that I've made in the past and reuse the yarn if I'm just not feeling it anymore. So we'll start here. This is a mannequin, but she also doubles as storage. So this is a sweater I made some time ago. I really like it. I need to fix the sleeves. They're way too long, so I'll get to that when I get to it. In this bag is like some projects that are in process that I just kind of gave up on for the time being, but when the time is right, we'll get back to it. So I'll start with this shelf. Up here is a lot of like yarn scraps. This box has like a bunch of little scraps in it that I use to make bows. So I do like these like crochet like hair bows. So I keep those supplies in here. Little scraps, squares that are made that I need to make into bows, and the clips for them, all of that. So that lives in this box. I'm also sorry if I seem really awkward. I don't usually do videos like this. I don't know. I'm learning. So my head's gonna probably get cut off a lot too. It's fine. Whatever. I'm not used to the horizontal format. Anyways, here is like more yarn scraps and like pieces of stuff that needs to get taken apart. This is a sleeve. It ended up not working out for that project, so I'll take it apart, use the yarn for something else. This right here is my like fun fur. I got these from my grandma when she passed away. I inherited all of her yarn. My grandma is the person who taught me how to knit. And yeah, when she passed, I inherited a ton of yarn. So this is some leftover from that. It's all this like fun fur stuff. I really like to use this stuff as like accents in pieces. I think it's really fun. All right, next, this is like a random strap. I'll use that for something. This is stuff that I need to take apart. It's all stuff that I made, but it sucks and I hate it for whatever reason. Or I had it for sale for like years and years. Nobody bought it, which is a sign that nobody wants it, and I should take it apart and reuse the yarn. I really try not to buy acrylic yarn anymore, but I will use it secondhand. I will take pieces apart that are acrylic yarn. If somebody gives it to me for free, I will use it just to keep it out of the landfill. Acrylic yarn is basically plastic. And like I said, I'm really big on slow fashion, sustainable fashion. So I'm not buying new acrylic yarn, but I will use secondhand acrylic yarn. So this stuff right here is spools. These are made for knitting machines. I don't have a knitting machine. I do everything on needles, but this stuff was given to me for free. So again, to keep it from going to a landfill, I'm gonna use it. It's also beautiful. Lots of different, as you can see, it's a ton. All of this was given to me for free. Some really pretty like mohair stuff. So yeah, I will use this. It's a ton of yardage here in yarn, so it'll take me a while to get through it. I bought this shelf just to store this stuff, so eventually we'll get there as far as using it up goes. But I love to take yarn for free, So no matter what it is, I'll take it. Next, I have like some random scraps. It's just like neutral colored scraps that I'll use for something. I use scraps for a lot of things. So yeah, I just have a ton of them. I think this is also scraps. Yeah, more scraps. Yay. This over here is kind of where I store, well, obviously like my skeins. So up here on this little shelf, it's kind of hard to see. I think I'm gonna move the camera a little bit closer. Okay, so this is better. You're really not gonna see my face. I don't care, that's not really important. So anyway, this right here is where I keep like some cotton yarn, yarn that I'm using for projects I'm currently working on. And then like my needles, knitting needles. I have like a loom over here. I don't really use these anymore, but whatever. I have crochet hooks, all that stuff in this bin up here. And then I try to keep it pretty color coded in case that wasn't obvious. I have like super multicolored stuff here. Stuff that is so multicolored, it doesn't really fit into any one color category. These two down here are neutrals. This is like cool tone neutrals, so like whites, grays, blacks. And then down here I have warm toned neutrals. This actually belongs in the cool tone. But, so yeah, like beige and taupe and like warm creams, browns, things like that. Blue, reds, orange and yellow, pink. Oh, this right here is a crazy orange. I love it. Don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I will figure it out. And then up here, greens, purple, more green, and blue. So yeah, that is the extent of my yarn collection. So yeah, I think I might do another video in the future if this setup changes a lot. I also maybe want to do a video about like sustainability in fashion and slow fashion and all of that stuff. I'm super passionate about that, but I don't really talk about it yet on my YouTube because I kind of just started. I don't know. We'll see, but that's my yarn.